we'll go ahead and get started. I'd like to call to order the November 13th, 2019 Ethics Commission special meeting here today. First of all, we've had the swearing in of a new member, Hank Zeitlin.
Thank you.
Next order of business after the swearing in, which has already taken place, we've got AO 2019-05. This is a request for an advisory ethics opinion from John Wise of Southeast. Well, yes. The request for advisory ethics opinion. And this is one in which he did waive confidentiality of the opinion. The request is from owner John Wise, a firefighter at Station 1. Southeast Apparatus is seeking to provide sales and service to Lexington and Fayette Fire Department. I do not see that Mr. Wise is here. Is he? Evan had been good enough to find for us a 2016 advisory opinion that looks like it has very comparable facts. That is AO 2015-5. This is one that it looks like similarly another fire department group or gentleman within the fire department was looking to sell safety equipment to the department. One thing that I do see in this particular opinion that we don't know about is the fact that, at least in the 2016 opinion, this particular individual did not participate in determining bid specifications or anything like that. We don't have that information as part of this request from Mr. Wise. I'll open the floor to other discussion.
I'm not sure there's any reason not to handle it similarly to last time. I remember it coming up, I think.
Well, and I think that the one thing that we could condition our opinion on is if Mr. Wise does have any control or influence over determining the bid specifications, bid selection, contract negotiations, et cetera. I mean, I think that is probably the distinguishing factor in this than other possible situations. What do y'all think?
You just write as a caveat, as long as you're not involved in that bid selection. I see nothing to prevent it.
I will if that's what the commission would be interested in, I will entertain a motion to have the staff provide that type of opinion to us.
So moved.
Seconded.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay. The next item of business is CO 2019-4. This is a complaint by Mr. Anderson. I see that Mr. Anderson has indicated that he does not want to waive confidentiality. And so I would entertain a motion that we go into closed session, and I believe we've got a copy of the motion passed around. If someone would please make it, we'll go from there.
I move to go into closed session pursuant to KRS 618101F to hear the preliminary inquiry in CO 2019-4 as it may lead to the discipline or dismissal of an employee.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? We're going to go into closed session. I will entertain a motion from the commission stating that we do not have jurisdiction. However, we, the Ethics Commission, are going to recommend that the Lexington Fire Department investigate this matter. And we're going to ask that the Lexington Fire Department report back to us about its investigation. I'll entertain a motion to that effect.
I'll move that.
There is a motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries.
Can I have a point of clarification, just on the terms of the actual, what you project or what the motion says or how you communicate it to the fire department? As you said before you made the motion, it will say there's no grounds here one way or the other. We are making this recommendation just because based on the referral. We want to make sure that they don't think that they're supposed to, on the basis of something found or discovered in the course of an evidentiary type hearing.
My intention, I think the intent of the commission, is that it would say just that there is no jurisdiction, but we would like we're recommending that the fire department investigate this. And we ask that they report back to us.
Okay.
Anything further? Thank you all very much.
Thank you.
So will I receive follow-up from anyone on the results of that investigation or anything?
What we can probably do, I would assume so. We will report back, yes, sir.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. Next on our agenda, we have the minutes of the August 19th, 2019 meeting. Has everyone had an opportunity to review those? And are there any changes or recommended additions to those?
No.
I will entertain a motion to approve.
So moved.
Second?
Second.
All in favor? Say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed?
I'll abstain.
She left.
Oh, there you go. Thank you. Ethics tip line report.
So we have the ethics tip line starts in September, goes through September, October, and then, yep, in October. As you can see, the one having to do with the council, that's the one that we had in our last meeting or two. We had discussions about, and that's been closed.
Okay.
And that's the only one that I'm aware of that has Ethics Act connotation.
Okay. Any questions on that?
AJ, do we know, are there comparables for the volume of tip line calls from other communities our size?
That I don't know.
I don't know.
These shock me, the numbers being so low. You know, and maybe every place would shock me being so low.
Yeah, I don't know the numbers.
Be interesting to know what employees are
Yeah.
told about it, if they
Yeah, like,
have,
do
they know they
people
have
know it
access to
exists,
it,
and
right?
I think it's on the intranet.
It's on, yeah.
Let's see what else. That's the only way I know about it.
Be interesting to
Well,
see,
and
for
this
example, if
office.
Louisville has a similar
Yeah.
number.
I can check on that.
Next on the agenda is the FIS updates.
So at the last meeting, there were 3 people that still needed to be, that needed to file, and now we're down to 1 person. It's former council member Kevin Stinnett, who is still, has not filed yet. And we discovered that we had the wrong address, we've updated it, but he still hasn't responded, so.
Have we sent notices to the updated address?
Yes.
Have we
Yes.
sent them certified mail?
Yes, and they've been returned, unclaimed.
Unclaimed.
What is our next step?
Have you called him?
I've not called him, no, no.
I think we've, in the past, we've fined them contingent on them if they don't file in the next so many days. So like, the fine would go away, you wouldn't be fined. We're order a fine that would go away if you actually give your financial interest statement within a certain amount of time that we said. We've done that in the past couple years.
When was it that we determined, or we found out that we had the wrong address for it? Do you
Let's
remember?
see. The correct address, it was mailed out on October 10th. Okay, yeah. That was the latest letter that we sent. On October 25th, the tracking was checked and it appeared that notices were left at his residence, but they were ignored and that it was returned to us.
Here would be my recommendation. Let's wait to do any finding. If we have his phone number, let's call him. Or try some other way. And if we have not gotten anything satisfactory by our next meeting, then we will take it to the next level.
Okay.
Does that satisfy everybody? Because it concerns me that we didn't have his right address. Now, why he didn't pick it up at the new address, I don't know. Thank you. Approval of the order from CO 2019-3. This was in your all's materials. The last couple pages. Any comments or questions, additions, concerns, et cetera, on that order dismissing the preliminary inquiry 2019-3? I will entertain a motion to accept it.
So move.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor? Say aye. Any opposed?
I think I'll abstain again.
Yes. Updates on AO 2019-3-4 and CO 2019-1. Who has those updates?
I do.
Okay.
So the letter that was approved that's set to go out, we're gonna send it out first thing in the morning. The advisory opinions, 3 and 4, they have been mailed out, and the first complaint, the CO 2019-1 and 2019-2, were mailed out certified mail. Delivery was attempted but was unsuccessful. And they stayed at the post office unclaimed and returned to our office October 10th, 2019. And these unclaimed letters have been placed in the official complaint file.
We've done what we can.
Yes.
Very good, thank you. Any questions about those? Okay, the last item on the agenda is the election of the vice chair. This came up as a possibility when we were trying to schedule this particular special meeting previously. And I had a prior commitment that I was not going to be able to attend this. And so the idea had come about, why don't we have a vice chair? I don't know if anyone wants to volunteer for that role. I don't know if someone wants to volunteer, someone who's not present for that role. It would probably be better to have the former than the latter. So I am open to any volunteers to throw their name into this.
You know, this is my second term, so I think it should probably be somebody in their first term, so that they're bred to be the chair someday.
As
sense.
someone
Nice.
also in the
Nicely
second term,
done.
I agree.
Didn't you just get appointed to your second term?
Yeah, but that's just not.
That's what I was.
I mean, I'm happy to fill in and serve as necessary, but it
I
might be.
remember watching your confirmation hearing,
I mentioned
which you did, thank you. I had Keith text
You have his email?
He just sent it to me.
Okay, great. If you send it to me, I'll.
Kim, Shelley, y'all want to do it?
I don't
Either one?
feel as maybe seasoned as some of the others.
Hey, I was in this spot for 2 meetings and I got duped.
About 8 seconds before you got
Exactly.
the biggest.
Shayla?
My schedule is so unpredictable. I hate to step into that role and can't fulfill it because my schedule is so unpredictable.
I'll do it. If you'll have me, but if I lose the
It sounds like
election,
a
I'm gonna be
yes.
really upset.
I will entertain a motion that Evan be the vice chair of this commission.
So moved.
Do I hear a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed, other than Evan? Thank you. Thank you all for this meeting. I thought it was productive, and I appreciate y'all's patience. I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? No. Thank y'all.
Great meeting.